taking on the New York Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been a good season for them so far, and they're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. This one finds Pierce on the out route. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Rivers. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Hall again on second down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the root, going forward, and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. 34 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
Eddie Moore that did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gabriel. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Gabriel. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gabriel working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So for me, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Throwing Rivers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was so vital in their wild card win a week ago. 8 catches in that game. This is his first one in this affair. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled into point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. Gabriel. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Howard throwing on third and long. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
First down, Rivers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and long for Rivers. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Right, 97, Blaster, 6.
Back to throw. Gabriel. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Back to throw. Gabriel. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Gabriel. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 4. They'll run with Cobb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff up the middle. Reedy. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Well, that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Rivers to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's 2nd and 7.
10 cycles. Right, right.
Back to throw. Gabriel. Man open is Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Gabriel. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Gabriel being chased out left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Red, cycle.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gabriel. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Striker, 3-3. Steal, check steal. Check cut.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Brian Robinson Jr.
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs squaring off with the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On first down, Gabriel. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now a run with Sermon.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Looking to throw. Gabriel forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now it's Sermon.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Blue striker.
To throw on 2nd down, Gabriel.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
Third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Come on, set. 45. Right. Left, right.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's Gainwell.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Sermon.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Trey Sermon.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Malcolm. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. First down sack, second down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
Sends it to the sideline, and Mooney makes the catch. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But that was definitely a surprise there, handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw on second down. Gabriel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. To throw on second down. Gabriel. touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
New York set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's Cobb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Here's Rivers. Caught by Wilson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Rivers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
T.J. Watt.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get
touchdown Jets from 19 yards away.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
After, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Caught by Cobb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things up. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Rivers now from the 50. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team. This man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense at this game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
That one finds Pierce right side.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6.
On the give, this is their fullback.
Here is 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Gabriel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Following the interception here, Rivers.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looking to throw on second down. Gabriel steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to their football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
To throw is Howard from the gun on third down. That is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Gabriel.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Gainwell.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Jets now down by 10, a minute 53 remaining. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. He has Mayer complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Rivers to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now Rivers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Throw out left, caught by Mayer.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Rivers.
It gets it right back to Mayer.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Again, it's Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Rivers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Come on, set, block 40.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
Here we go, set, 52 Blue.
The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.